6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Made by Jayon Brown.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 19-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lindsay on the toss left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. The 30. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Second and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Houston.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
By Jayon Brown.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The end result, 21 yards.
The 1-yard line.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bart.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Titans 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing. One of only two 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. A first down carry for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Desmond King.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first down, it's Henry, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 81 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is down to 4.
For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, the Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now running right through it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. 8 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 27-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 3.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Hill, the intended receiver once again from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
The 32-yard line.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Reynolds, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
6-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-punt drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Titans. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Titans have once again taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Titans 37, Texans 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys are able to regain the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
42, Titans 37.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
At the 31-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Derrick Henry all alone.
Get off the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. He's going to run again. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
45. Texans 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. 48. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
First down, it's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watson. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. But a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to find Conley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a big run that time by Henry. 62 yards on the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Chris Conley.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Single. I got two.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And 10.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the 3rd-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total, and now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. There he goes right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have broken the tie. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, he lost the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
70.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself second play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Tannehill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
6-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time.
On first down, it's Henry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can't quite seem to turn